Hello everyone, welcome to Reboot and Rise with MLR. In the previous videos, we have explored how to store the data using the variables and how to assign the right data type for each variable based on the data that we store. Now that we have learned how to hold the data in variables, the next step is let's learn how to work with the data that is stored in the variables and perform some tasks like addition, subtraction and other operations that we can in Java. And that's where we have something called as Java operators comes into play. Okay. So basically like the operators are special symbols that allows us to write and perform some task using our Java program. Okay. And right, these are essential for writing any logic and building the functionality in the Java programs or Java applications. So let's dive into the main types of operators in Java and supported by real world examples in order to make it is easily understandable. Okay. So the first operators that we have is arithmetic operators. So basically like if you want to perform any basic mathematical calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulus. So we have arithmetic operators. So let's take some example like we are purchasing a product online and where generally like we have a product price and then we have a shipping charge. So I want to calculate like what is the total price that customer has to pay when they are checking out. So that's where we can use addition operation. So basically like I want to add product price plus the shipping charges. So that's where we use the plus operation, that is the addition operation. Now let's say like if the product has some discount, maybe like a $10 discount. Now I want to calculate what is the reduced price. So we can use subtraction operation. So what we can do is we can go with the product price minus the discount price. Okay. So assume like I want to buy a particular product with more quantities, maybe like a 3 quantities or something like. So that case, I want to find what is the total price. So my product quantity is 3 and my product price is 100 and 100.5. If I want to calculate the total price, I can go with multiplication. So I'll go with the product price times quantity. Okay. So, and I want to find out like the average of product. Think that I have a total cost in my hand and I have a quantity in my hand. So what if we want to find out average? Average, right? Division operation. So we can go with total cost divided by quantity. Okay. So think that I'm making packing or boxing. So I have total like a seven items in my cart and I'm going with 3 items per box or 3 product per box. So I want to find out how many items left unpacked. Okay. How do we calculate which operator we can use in Java in order to find out this one? So that's where we have something called as modulus. Okay. So I'll go with items in cart modulus items per box. So which is nothing but 7 modulus 3 times 2 is 6 and remainder is 1. So this is where we can use the modulus operator. So these are the arithmetic operators. Let's move on to the next type of operator, that is the assignment operator. So we have a plus equal to, minus equal to, and so on. So basically like these operators, it will allow us to assign some values to a variable in the Java program. Not only Java, any programming languages, we have equal symbol. So let's assume like I want to assign some loyal points. So when I purchase, I got 100 loyal points and I want to assign that loyal points to a variable called as loyalty points. So this is where we have equal symbol, that is an assignment operator. Now I want to do some modification. So once I have a values assigned to my loyalty points variable, I want to do some modifications later part. What if I want to add some more bonus points? So what I can do is I can go with this plus equal So which is nothing but the loyalty plus equal to 20. So the behind the scenes, like what exactly it will do is like, so this this expression is nothing but this one. But instead of writing this bigger one, we can go with this compound expressions. So behind the scenes, like the loyalty point, we have already 100. So 100 plus 20. So 120 will be stored into the loyalty points. What if I spend something and I want to reduce and update my loyalty points? So if I want to do any reduce operations and store it in the updated value into the loyalty point, I can go with minus equal to, which is equal to loyalty minus equal to 10. And yeah. And what if I want to double my loyalty points? Think that I got 100 loyalty points and I purchased something, and because of that purchase, my loyalty points getting doubled. So how do we make that operation using our programming is using star equal to, that is nothing but a multiplication compound expression. So we can go with the loyalty points star equal to 2. So which is nothing but loyalty point times 2 equal to loyalty points. So this will be calculated and stored into loyalty points. So what if I want to do some adjustment after maybe a tire segregation? So that case I can go with division equal to. So think that I want to segregate 4 by 4. So I'll go with this division equal to 4. Okay. Now after I spend, I want to find out like the leftover points. So I can use modulus. Okay. So these are assignment operators and assignment operators with compound expressions, or I think we can call it as compact expressions, where you don't need to write bigger expressions, you can combine into a small. Okay. The next operators we have is we have a comparison operators. So think that I have some variables or I have a variable and values. I want to compare whether those two values are equal, or whether those two variables and the data is equal or less than or not equal, or less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. In that case, we can use these comparison operators. So basically, like the outcome of these comparison operators, we get Boolean values. So that is nothing but true or false. So let's take some examples. So I'm going with order amount. So I made a purchase and my total order amount is 499.99, and then the max amount that is allowed for me is $500. I assume that is the use case. Now I want to check my order total amount is equal to max amount. So that's where I will go with this equal operator. So I will do like order amount equal to double equal. So single equal is the assignment operator. If you go with double equal it is a condition check. So whether this value or variable equal to this value or variable. Okay. So this case, now in this case, like since 499.99 is not equal to 500, so we get false here. Now if I want to check not equal condition, so we have a not equal operator. When I do like order amount not equal to max amount, so 499.99 is not equal to 500, so we get true here. So generally these we will use in the conditional writing. So we will talk about those conditions when we are talking about conditional and control statements and other things. Now I want to check whether my order amount is greater than my maximum amount. So I'll use this greater than operator. So I'll go with order amount greater than maximum amount. What if I want to check my order amount is less than my maximum amount? I'll use less than operator. So which is nothing but like order amount less than. So in this case, see here it is not greater than, so we get false here. Whereas 499 is less than 500, so we get true here. And sometimes I want to check whether it is greater than or equal to. So either one of them either one of the condition is true, so I'll get true. So here 499 is not greater than and is not equal. So that case I'll get false here. What if I want to check less than or equal to? So I'll use less than or equal to operator. So it's nothing but like order amount less than or equal to maximum amount. So here it's not equal, but it's a less than. So I get true. So these are the comparison operators that we have. So we'll stop it here for this video. We'll continue the rest of the operators like logical operators and unary operators in the next video. So we'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep learning, keep coding. Thank you.